Using SmartRider is convenient, secure and smart. SmartRider is Transperth's new world-class electronic ticketing system that uses smart card technology. It enables you to load value onto a microchip embedded within the smart card to record your travel information, calculate your fare and deduct this fare from the value stored on your card. To tag on and tag off, you touch your SmartRider card on the SmartRider icon, processes located on buses, ferries and at train stations. SmartRider calculates the correct fare and deducts it from the stored value on your SmartRider card. SmartRider replaces the multi-rider ticketing system. Cash tickets will continue to be available for all Transperth services. What sort of SmartRider should you buy? If you use a standard multi-rider or ticket, you will need to purchase a standard SmartRider. If you use a concession, you will need to apply for a concession SmartRider in person at any Transperth Info Centre or at an authorised SmartRider retail outlet. Students can apply for a student SmartRider through their participating schools. Students at non-participating schools can download a student SmartRider application form from the Transperth website. Some schools are also adding their own information, like ID photos and library codes, to the card. When you buy your SmartRider card, there's an initial card fee of $10 for standard users and $5 for concession users. Before using the card for the first time, you will need to add value to it, a minimum of $10. A low value threshold is set on all SmartRider cards, $6 for standard and $3 for concession users. If the value on your SmartRider card gets down to this threshold, you will be prompted to add value to it. If the value on your card falls below the amount for a two-section fare, you will not be able to tag on with your card until you add value to it. Transperth recommends you start with enough value for 10 trips to save you having to add value to the card too often. All SmartRider users receive a discount off cash fare rates. You can add value to your SmartRider card in a number of ways. By autoload, a direct debit from your bank account to your SmartRider card whenever the balance reaches the low value threshold of $6 for standard users and $3 for concession users. Autoload allows you to transfer between $20 and $250 to your SmartRider card at a time. And if you use autoload, there's a 25% discount off normal, standard and concession fares. All other add value methods give you a 15% discount off normal, standard and concession fares. There are self-service add value machines, known as AVMs, at major train and bus stations. They work like EFTPOS machines and transfer money from your debit card. The AVMs also show you the balance on your SmartRider card. You can add value by paying the driver on all Transperth buses and ferries. Only cash notes will be accepted and no change will be given. You can also add value to your SmartRider card by phone or internet using BPay. And Transperth Info Centres and authorised SmartRider retail outlets will accept cash notes and EFTPOS transactions to add value. The maximum you can add to your SmartRider card is $256, and if you do load large values onto the card, Transperth recommends you register it. Registering your card has advantages.
Hi, I'd like to report a lost SmartRider card.
If your registered card is lost or stolen, it can be hotlisted by calling the Transperth info line on 13 62 13 or by visiting any Transperth Info Centre. Any existing value you have on the registered card can be transferred to a new card. And if your card is registered, you can check your trip history and card balance online at the Transperth website. All concession SmartRider cards need to be registered, and registration for standard SmartRider cards is optional.
And it deducts the fare for it.
Using your SmartRider card is simple. You need to tag on at the start of every journey and tag off at the end. That means you even need to tag on and tag off if you're transferring from one Transperth service to another, for example from a train to a bus. To tag on, simply touch your card on the SmartRider icon at Smart Card processors located on all buses, ferries and at train stations. On buses, the processor is located at the front, near the driver. You don't even have to take your SmartRider card out of your wallet, and your other cards won't be affected. A beep, a green light, and display message will show you've successfully tagged on. If your SmartRider card doesn't have a minimum 2-section cash fare loaded onto it, there'll be 5 short, low-warning beeps, and a red light will be displayed with the words, "Balance too low, add value." You'll have to add value to your card or purchase a cash ticket before you can travel on Transperth services. At stations with fare gates, known as closed stations, there will be an attendant at a manual gate to check cash tickets and passes and to help passengers with special needs. At open stations, processors will be located at the station's entry and exit points. You tag off in the same way as you tag on, using the smart card processors located at train stations and on board buses and ferries. On buses, you can tag off at either the front or rear door processors. The system then calculates the correct fare and deducts this from the value stored on your SmartRider card. Your SmartRider card balance is displayed each time you tag off a train, bus or ferry. You can also check your card balance by using AVMs, by calling the Transperth info line on 13 62 13 or accessing it via the Transperth website and Transperth info centres. Using SmartRider, your ticketing transaction is processed in a fraction of a second. Remember to tag on and off train services within the free transit zone. If you remain in the free transit zone, fares will not be deducted from your SmartRider card. You do not have to tag on or off when travelling on bus services within the free transit zone, unless you intend to travel beyond the free transit zone. With the exception of bus travel solely within the free transit zone, you must always have a valid ticket to use Transperth services. The use of fare gates at major train stations will help reduce fare evasion. Failure to tag on is the same as fare evasion, and you could receive an infringement. Transit guards and other Transperth staff check SmartRider cards with handheld SmartRider readers. If you don't tag off your SmartRider card, the maximum fare on the service you are using will be deducted as a default fare. If you tag on and off at the same location within 15 minutes, no fare will be deducted. For all information on the SmartRider system, including how to apply for a concession and how to check your SmartRider trip history and card balance, visit the Transperth website www.transperth.w